Hmm. Ow, ow, ow. That's even your real name, if I'm pronouncing it right. As you can tell by the thumbnail, this is a video about Ao, the former right-hand man of the 5th Mizukage Mei. I believe she's the 5th Mizukage. Naruto knowledges. Yeah. So pretty much in this video, we're going to break down who Ao is, his importance in the show, his importance in Boruto, and just his timeline. Like, who is he? What he like? What his life was all about? What he went through? His death? His other death? Yeah, he dies twice. So pretty much, Ao. We're gonna do pretty much. We're gonna break it down into like not 3 different parts, but 3 different sections. It starts with Ao in the 5 Kage Summit, Ao in the fourth Great Ninja War, and then Ao in Boruto. So without further ado, let's start. So pretty much, he was introduced in the Kage Summit as Mei's right-hand man. His personality, he reminds me of like, you youngsters, you don't respect the old people of the past type. Like, he's like one of those old heads, like one of those, it's kind of like in hip-hop, like how hip-hop be coming at the new generation. It's like, that's exactly how, how Al came at Chodro. Like, Chodro, he's like always like biting his nails pretty much, like he's like a nervous kid, and Al was like always like disrespecting him. Oh, you're weak. Oh, blah blah blah. Oh, this generation, this generation, this generation, this generation, that. So he's really proud of who he was, which kind of makes sense because just a little backstory in Al. Al, he's kind of similar to Kakashi and Danzo and other people who have dojutsus who weren't born with it, pretty much. Al in the third Great Ninja War, he fought a BYAKUGAN member. It must have been a very weak BYAKUGAN member because like they're pretty OP. Well, pretty much he ended up beating one and taking her BYAKUGAN, something that the Lightning Village can never do. But he took one to the ass, and after defeating the BYAKUGAN member, and then he made these seals for the BYAKUGAN. He wears these seals on his ears as earrings. If his BYAKUGAN's in danger, even from himself, like if he's about to do something to his BYAKUGAN, the seals will cover his BYAKUGAN and shield it from any type of threat. It's kind of crazy because it's like, dude, why are you like so gung ho about protecting this eye that's not even yours? Like, but I guess finders keepers. Well, pretty much flashback to the 5 Kage Summit, and since he has the BYAKUGAN, he can see chakra natures, he can see through pretty much anything, if you will. So pretty much, he noticed that Danzo had casted a genjutsu, which is crazy because it was the Kodo of Masakami. So like, if the BYAKUGAN could read the Kodo of Masakami or whatever, like, that's really OP for real, for real. That means that any BYAKUGAN member can know when, like, if Shisui was alive, that means any BYAKUGAN member could possibly know whenever he does this Seto Genjutsu, which, like, no one should know about. So that's very OP, actually, and it makes sense because the BYAKUGAN we figure out is the alien's eyes, the Osuki's eyes, so pretty sure the Osuki can see through Shisui's stuff, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, in the 5 Kage Summit, Danzo tries to take over and tries to become the leader of the war, and he tries to dictate stuff by using the Kodo Masakami on the samurai, Mifune, because Mifune was the mediator, and Mifune pretty much helped control everything. So through controlling Mifune, he was going to pretty much control the 5 Kage Summit. But Al pointed at him, yo, I know you're casting that jutsu, and he called him out. He snitched. So Danzo, he was automatically disqualified for being the leader of the 5 Kage, the 4th Great Nations War, pretty much. Like, he was automatically disqualified for even being in the running. So Danzo, he was super pissed, and Al and Danzo's people were just staring at each other, just like Beanie Siegel from State Property. They're just so like, after the 5 Kage Summit, Danzo, and it's crazy because I can't even say after the 5 Kage Summit. How would this actually work? No, it is. So Danzo, after the 5 Kage Summit, because it was super confusing on this one, Danzo sent Tortune and Fu to go handle some business, but he sent Fu to go handle Al and to go take his BYAKUGAN, retrieve it pretty much for the village. Fu catches up to Al. Fu has this really cool mind transfer jutsu that I really wish they bring back up. Like, there's a couple mind transfer jutsus that's pretty cool. One that Ino did, she fell over against Shikamaru, and it sent her mind into like 2 different Zetsus, and the Zetsus fight people. So I'm like, okay, so she can transfer into 2 people. That's one thing. But what Fu did, that's cool. That hopefully other people like do, like in her clan. He has like a puppet, and then he's able to like store a person inside the puppet instead of actually switch. You know what I mean? Instead of actually jumping inside the person's body. So they go through their battle. Fu he traps Al, and then he goes to get the BYAKUGAN, but the talisman protects it. So he sends word back to Danzo that, hey, I can't take it. Talisman pretty much, So he tries to get Ao to kill itself and to just take it out itself, but even Ao couldn't do it because like the talisman protects the BYAKUGAN even from the user. So eventually Mei and Chodro comes and they actually save Ao Fu tries to control Ao in this state, but then eventually she realizes, okay, he's being controlled, so she punches him. She punches him, but I think like the mana transfer was already separated, so he was like mad he got punched. But at the same time, like he was being controlled. So mana transfer is really cool, but that's one thing that happened with Ao, like right after the 5 o'clock case summon. So fast forward to the war. Oddly enough, Ao, like he's a really good sensory person, obviously, because the BYAKUGAN. So him and Ino's dad, they both made the sensory bubble. I didn't know who exactly made the sensory bubble. I kind of forgot. I started to think it was just him, but they both made the sensory bubble so they can, like, literally read. Well, it's not even like they. Like, literally, they made the bubble, but Ao controls the bubble. And Ao is so strong that he's able to, he's able to differentiate the Zetsus who, like, turn into like, the Ninja Alliance. Like, he's able to know which one's is real, which one's fake. He's able to just know everything on the board just from the one water bubble. So his sensory skills is literally amazing, for real. Beyond that, he has nature control, so he's able to do water jutsus just like his clan. Honestly, I don't remember seeing a water jutsu up until literally Boruto. Like literally, I think that was the only time I seen like really a water technique from Ao. Before that, I know he does genjutsu, and the water bubble sensory, and yeah, like he's really like on the. It kind of reminds me of like a Shikamaru-esque character, where it's not all about power, it's all about, like, his knowledge. Like, he's a really smart character, so he'll find ways to, like, Batman you. Like, he'll finesse his way into a win, pretty much. So, pretty much, in the 4th grade Shinobi War, him, damn, why am I forgetting Shikamaru's dad? That's my man. Whatever. Shukaku, I think that's his name. They all were, like, MVPs of this, war. Like, if it wasn't for these 3, like, the Ninja Alliance would have probably been that, pretty much. So, eventually, he leads the war almost to victory. Like, they lead the war almost to victory, but this is really about Ao, so I'm going to say Ao, he almost leads the war to victory, pretty much, because he's alerting everyone about what he's seeing on the battle, and then they're alerting the people on the battle about what's going on, you know? So, he damn near saves the war, but then Ten Tails comes, so it's like the second half of the war. So, it's like they won the war, the Zetsu war, but then, like, another war started in a way, like a crazier war. So, like, pretty much, Ten Tails begins to shoot Biju bombs, and falling all over the place, and eventually it stayed with itself and shot a Biju bomb, and it blew up the headquarters. So, and at that moment, I'm just like, okay, everyone's dead. Like, everyone's dead. They're done. So, Ao's dead, everyone's dead, pretty much dead. Fast forward to Boruto. It's not really a far fast forward, I'm thinking about, because it's 4th grade before, blah, 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 movie. Yeah. So, we fast forward, and Boruto, he is taking Karasasuke. I swear I'm gonna get his name one day, but he's taking Karasasuke, K, whatever his name is, on a mission of like he has to protect him so he can so Karasasuke can make it to the next scientific lab, if you will, his other scientific lab to work on Naruto's prosthetic arm. He's starting to come back to me more and more. Working on Naruto's prosthetic arm, make sure that it's gonna be even better. So whenever Naruto takes him on, Boruto chaperones him on this trip. They get on the train, and who they run into? Ao. And it was super cool, but at the same time, it was cool how they did it. Like, it was weird, but it was cool. Like, pretty much, like, when I seen it, I'm like, okay, dude, I thought you exploded into 1,000,000,001 pieces. Like, no pun intended, like, you're a robot now. So, he goes to explain, like, to Boruto how pretty much gave up on the world. But Karasasuke, like, he did the repairs for him. So, I was wrong in my last video. I don't know why I didn't remember, because I'm remembering it now. Karasasuke is the one who actually did the repairs on Ao. It was not Mato, it wasn't Korra, nothing like that. Maybe they did little stuff, but it was actually Karasasuke who actually fixed Ao. So Ao, he has this, like, it kind of reminds me of Punisher, like the movie Punisher 1, whenever Punisher was sitting in the diner eating his eggs, and some guy came in and started playing the song. It was super dope, and then the guy just let him know, like, you know, this is a song at your funeral. Then time passed, and then the guy comes to try to kill Punisher. It's very similar to the way they did Ao's story. Ao, he's like very like he's like speaking in code in a way, like he's just like, you know, just saying some philosophical stuff, but not like inspirational. Like, he's like pretty much like he's done with life, if you will. So eventually they get off the train, they part ways. It was cool to see like a ninja of the past. Now he got all these cybernetic, you know, things, and he don't consider himself a ninja anymore. I think he, like, referenced, like, he was gonna, like, kill Boruto one day or something like that. Or some weird, like, he was just talking weird pretty much on the train, and he had, like, a screwdriver to Boruto's neck, and I think he was just trying to test Boruto's will as a ninja or whatever the fuck. So, fast forward, Boruto, he has to go find Konohamaru and Mugito, which explained in like 2 videos in the past. Pretty much, whenever they catch up to him, as I explained before, Amato meets them at the doorway of the cave with a Gatling gun, and he's just like, he got like a whole bunch of repairs from when he exploded, I guess. Like, I don't know how Sasuke like brought him back to life, or I don't know how he stayed alive after that Ten Tails explosion and no one else did, but yeah, he did, and he's good right now. So he got a Gatling gun, and he's shooting fireball jutsu out of the Gatling gun at Team 7. He eventually outsmarts Team 7. That's why he beats him. We don't beat them by like this overpower. He does like weird tricks and uses a cybernetic body to outsmart them, and he eventually beats Team 7. Mugito jumps on his back. No! And he gets stabbed, and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna just die on your back. Don't. And Earth fall on me and him. So the cave collapsed, and then Ao made it out, and then he went to go look for Boruto after that, because they escaped once that collapsed. He went to go look for them again. He started to fight with them again, but he had stole one of Sasuke's absorption gloves. So now Ao has an absorption glove, and he has like his other weapons, but Boruto has the other one, and he has this sword. So they fight, and Boruto, well, Team 70 fights him again, and Boruto outsmarts him by allowing him to pick up this lightsaber sword that uses your own chakra. Except it's like, it's still in its prototype phase, so when you pick it up, like, it just zaps a lot of your chakra. Like not all of it, but a lot of your chakra. So Boruto, he figured that out, and then he acted like he was going to hit Ao with it, but Ao like smacked it out of his hand, and then he acted like he was going to reach for it, so it prompted Ao to grab it first, and then he got messed up with it. So he's like, whoa, like this just drained me pretty much. And then one thing led to another, and Boruto hits him. Does he hit him with a Rasengan? Does he hit him with a Rasengan? Yeah, he goes. It looked like he's about to do the Rasengan, and Ao says, ha ha ha, yeah, you drained my energy, but I took this glove. So he made one of these ninjutsu absorption spheres that comes out of the glove to absorb the Rasengan, but a Rasengan wasn't coming. He actually neutralized the orb with Sasuke's other glove, making another orb. So both the ninjutsu absorption orbs clash, boom, dissipates. So he's like, huh? And then right when he looks up, a Rasengan's in the other hand, boom, he hits him with the Rasengan. He's down for the count for a little bit, and then if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so he's down for the count. He realizes Boruto is like still a ninja, if you will, but in Ao's eyes, he been gave up on being a ninja. He been gave up on the code and the morale of a ninja and all that other bullshit. Like he's just him. He's just a robot for the outer members now. But right when he got hit with the Rasengan, I don't know if it woke up his ninja side or whatever. Kashin Kojin, he shows himself in the manga at this moment, and right before Kashin Kojin lands, like, cause he whips out his summoning, and he's about to like drop down on the battlefield, and right before he does that, Ao finally does what I've been wanting him to do since Naruto when he first was shown, and all through the games. He does a water style jutsu, water shockwave jutsu, that he uses to push Boruto out of the way of the summoning landing on Boruto, so the summoning crashes, boom, lands on Ao, killing him in the process, or who knows, because he was just, you see the toe of the toad, like, covering his whole body except his head, and there's a little bit of blood coming out of him. He's just like, just laying there. But when you picture what happened to him against Ten Tails, he exploded into like pretty much a billion one pieces. All of them did. So for him to even come back after that, that's why I said in the last video, who knows? Korra could probably bring back all of these dudes, even crazier, being honest. Like, but if he's dead, he died a noble death. Kashin Kojin, Jiraiya, my boy Jiraiya, asked him, what made you do ninjutsu at the very end of your life? Was it you feeling like you're a ninja again, or was it just reaction, or whatever, pretty much? Ao couldn't respond because Ao was dead. So, I think, yeah, that's where our story of Ao ends. Ao was a cool dude. Could I have seen him as a Kage? Nah, because Kage got jutsu, and it's like one thing Ao got, he has everything but jutsu. Like, I didn't see jutsu from this guy. Like, he was very smart. He was everything but, like, from my perspective, like, a battle ninjutsu guy. Like, he could do sensory like crazy. Like, he's one of the best sensory people. He's one of, he's one of the fewest people with an actual BYAKUGAN, you know what I mean? That's not of the Hyuga clan, so he could do a lot with that. And, he's smart. He's a smart dude, but do I see him... Could I have seen him as a Kage? Probably not. Maybe if they would have just showed some more stuff, he probably could have became that or whatever. Could I see him returning back in the show? Possibly. Maybe for just like minor. Maybe even as a distraction. Like they're like, whoa, we thought we killed you, and then someone gets stabbed in the back after seeing Ao, which wouldn't really. Maybe if it was on. Maybe if there was some type of betrayal in the Mist Village, they could use Ao for that. But maybe not really with Kona, because he's like, who really cares about him? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That's, you know, just being honest. No one really cares about Ao, but he was a fun dude. He come back with some more water style ninjutsu. If not, he was a dude. Well, thank you for watching the whole video. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, your boy, son, Roden, Black Naruto, is gone. And eventually, this stuff will be on the market. I don't know if you guys been peeping, but a lot of the stuff I've been wearing, on and off, a lot, like every other video, pretty much I've been wearing my brand. This is Living Sanitary. Living Sanitary. And yeah, it's gonna be a thing soon. I'm gonna start putting a link in my description for you to be able to get your merch. But right now it's not available, but I will keep you guys posted. Till then, have a great day.